I would just rather take a fly on one of these guys. One of these guys,
So hold on, Mike. We created the scenario, and I want to run back this scenario because we read this report from this Pro Football Focus, so people know why Mike's gone. They read this Pro Football Focus report where the guy said he's hearing around the league from multiple sources the Lions are seriously considering an offensive line. Mike, what would you do if you were the GM and you evaluated 3 elite players in this draft? One of them was Aiden Hutchinson, and the other 2 were offensive linemen. And then there was a pretty big gap before any other player. Would you just take the elite player, or would you reach for the defensive player?
I think they should just try to reach for a defense. The only scenario I could see is, what do you guys think they could get for a guy like Taylor Decker? What do you think would be the return in that?
That's a great question. I don't think you would get a first-round pick.
I think you could.
I don't think you could. I think this is a guy that's outside the top 10 in left tackles in the league. I think you'd be happy to get. I should say you'd be happy. I think you're probably, if you're looking at a mid-range left tackle, maybe a 2, but probably a 3.
I'm not looking to trade. What's that?
I'm not either. But if you evaluate one of these, let me put it to you like this: if you get a first for Decker, I would absolutely take a rookie tackle if I thought he was going to be elite, pay him rookie money, and move Decker for another first-round pick.
I'd probably do that as well.
If you could get a first-round pick,
I'd certainly consider it.
I would think that if the Lions were trading a first-round pick and had a need, and they were getting something less than an elite left tackle, I wouldn't want to give up a first-round pick. So, I don't know. That's where I would sit with this. Kane, what do you think you'd get for Taylor Decker?
I don't know, man. It's hard to gauge. You would think, does that new team want another extension? If they pick up Taylor Decker, he's got 2 years left, right? 3 years. The one coming up and 2 years after that. I would think you'd be able to get a second rounder. He's a solid left tackle. That's a position of need.
Good left tackle.
Yeah.
248-539-9797.
So Lyle Collins, the guy that big moves. This guy got the big trader. Larry Tunsil, one of those guys. Tunsil was traded, right?
But he was a top 10 pick, younger than Decker. Yeah, the Dolphins, what they did with that Tunsil trade, they're still winning. They're still getting players somehow from that Tunsil trade.
Right, but it was multiple first-round picks?
Yeah,
okay.
I'm pretty sure it was. I'd look it up. But they got multiple picks, that's for sure,
Yes.
including a first rounder.
So, I mean, if you, do I think you get one for Taylor Decker? I think you could.
Let's go to Chris in Highland. Hi, Chris.
Hey, Doug. Hey, actually, I brought this subject up on the morning show, and they kind of shot me down right away. But I think if you have a top 3 player out there, you got to take him, you know. And the Taylor Decker thing, it's not if you trade him, it's when you trade him. You've got maybe 3 to 4 potential Pro Bowl players on your offensive line, basically elite, and he's expendable. You trade him in the second or third week of the season when someone drops somebody, they lose somebody, or their back's against the wall, and you can get a first round for him. Yeah, then you move your guy over.
I mean, look, we have created parameters for this idea, and the parameters are, if you are evaluating talent, and these guys are the only elite players left when you're picking, is offensive tackles, which it does seem like a draft that's pretty good. If you're at the top of the draft and you need a tackle between Iguana, Neal, Cross, a lot of love for those guys. Penning.
But one of those guys, the defensive end, they don't really move the needle. How much better is Walker over Harris? Is he a 2-3 sacks better? I don't think he is. But if you added a true, top, right tackle, left tackle, and plug him at guard for a year, which I know Neal plays him, you may be a top 1 or 2 offensive line. That's a game changer. Now you're talking your offense jumps from 27 to probably 10.
This isn't ideal, Chris. Could I see it happening? I suppose. I think the chances are slim. There's some elite defense.
So, but looking at it, though, it's not crazy to think offensive line. It's not, particularly for the reason you brought up, being, okay, you're going to get one of the top players in the entire draft. If Jacksonville hadn't gone out and traded for one, did they trade for one and got another one in free agency, 2 offensive linemen, 2 really good offensive linemen, they'd probably be getting one with the top overall pick. But they did that, so now they can get Aiden Hutchinson. So offensive line is not out of the question for the Lions because there's an elite guy. Just like Malik Willis is not out of the question. In fact, he's the odds-on favorite along with Trayvon Walker as an edge rusher. So now you got 3 positions in play.
And just to be
Safety
clear,
is in play.
by odds-on favorite, Vegas odds have the 2 favorites to go number 2 in the draft as Malik Willis and Trayvon Walker.
Yes. So you got edge rusher, quarterback, offensive line, even though it's a slim chance, but it's a chance. Quarterback. Is safety another one? Because Kyle Hamilton.
It could be. I mean, look, he's coming off an injury. He's running slow 40 times. And
He's not running slow 40.
He's running slowish 40 times. He's not running as fast as I'd like to see him run.
Maybe you would like to see him run, but a 4.5 40 is not slow.
He didn't run a 4.5 40. He ran a
4.56, it's still in the 4.5 range.
Hey, look, at the end of the day, it was surprising. People were surprised he ran that slow. But you can play fast. Look at him. Here's the thing about the number 2 pick. Aiden Hutchinson would be the pick if he was on the board. Literally, almost everybody else that would be under consideration, we can shoot holes in. Everybody else. We can find some reason why you wouldn't draft. If there are players other than an offensive tackle evaluated as elite, they'd probably go with that position of offensive tackle. I would have to think. 248-539-97. Open lines. Carson Anderson, 97.
And before you even consider buying a home, you need to make sure that your finances are in order. Hall Financial wants to make sure that you're covered with 5-star certified pre-approval. Hall Financial, a mortgage company with nearly 5,000 5-star reviews, will also create its very own exclusive realtor network. So you can let Hall Financial connect you with a top realtor in your area, making searching for your new home a breeze. Now, the days of working with a realtor and then having to work with a bank are over. Work with the A-team over at Hall Financial. Not all pre-approvals are created equal. With 5,000 5-star reviews, why would you go anywhere else? Previous clients have said things like, hey, everyone at Hall, they were eager to help with my refinance. The pros at Hall Financial were able to get me a lower interest rate and help put cash in my pocket. Get started today and chat with a mortgage expert right now at callhallfirst.com or pick up the phone and call 866
say this about Akil Badu. It's good to see it sort of get validated, right?
Yeah.
I mean, a good spring.
He's off to a good start.
A good spring does not mean he's going to be great this year, but just to hit the ground running kind of validates that this total flyer out of nowhere that the Tigers astutely took in the Rule 5 draft is proving to early on here in spring training. Looks like he might have been totally worth it.
Yeah, well, this is the sixth or seventh game that they play, fifth or sixth or seventh that they played so far this year. And Riley Green is hitting 300 in the early going. Spencer Torkelson's hitting 333 in the early going, which is, I think, pretty big considering it took him forever to get his first hit in spring training last year, went 1 for 27 or whatever it was. He's already done a nice job of hitting. So the idea of seeing him come north is becoming more and more of a reality.
It's just, there's a chance that we're going to have a lot of fun. There's a chance. A lot of fun. 248-539-9797. Brad's in Grand Blanc, and he's next. Hi, Brad.
Hey, I do.
Good.
I do well.
Yes, I was just calling in regards to the Lions drafting an offensive lineman with the second pick.
Yeah.
I just believe that's going to be. I believe that's the best move. I believe that's the move they should make, either if David Hutchinson fit or not.
Why's that?
That's what I believe. Well, I believe adding more depth, protecting the quarterback, creating more holes for the running game, will control the offensive side of the ball, clock. But then with less exposure on the defense, and the type of protection,
Okay.
and then the next two picks, you get that depth and defense there.
I don't think that fans would be crazy if the Lions took an offensive line with the first, with the
You don't think
second
they'd like to move?
I don't think they'd like to move, but I do think there is a percentage of fans that are fine with it.
Well, here's...
First of all, there's a small percentage who would endorse it, and then there's a greater percentage of fans that would be okay with it. How big is that percentage of fans do you think that fans would be okay with? So I think there's probably the ones that endorse it.
It's less than 10%.
See, I think ones that endorse it are less than 10%. I think ones be okay with it start to think about having an elite offensive line. I think it's greater.
Well, let me put it to you like this. They've already done enough that their offensive line already should be able to check all the boxes that he wanted them to check, right? Shouldn't they be able to protect the quarterback? Shouldn't they be able to blow holes in defensive lines open? Should they?
I mean, yeah, I think they should, but the truth is that Vaitai is not going to be here long term.
No, but you can't have an elite. You don't need an elite player at every position up front. They have potentially a above-average offensive tackle, an elite center, maybe an elite right tackle. I don't know.
But I guess when you start looking at things, let's say that he comes in and maybe is Vaitai a cap casualty potentially. So then he starts right away. If the idea is to maybe at some point Taylor Decker's a cap casualty, so then you got this guy that slides over and becomes either stays on the right side and then you move Sewell back to left, or vice versa, whatever it is. I just think we need to be a little bit more open of this being a possibility. Man, I like it.
Yeah, but it sounds like you're trying to sell it. Though. Yeah, that's the difference. Yeah.
Are you trying to sell it?
It's not what I would do.
Okay.
Because you don't draft a guard at number 2. You just don't. And Vaitai...
But if if a team needed a tackle, he'd be drafted as a tackle.
Well, you don't need a tackle. The Lions.
They don't short-term.
Do they?
They have much greater short-term needs than tackle. Much greater.
Listen, it's not what I would do. Am I trying to present this other side? Yes. I'm trying to present the other side because I think it's something that the Lions are discussing as well.
So, I do have to tell you, we got some intel. Our guy Kang, last night, had a draft dream.
Oh, here we go.
And before you tell the people what your draft dream was about, how, when you woke up, were you like, damn, or, whoo, it was just a dream, it was only a dream?
B.
It was a little scary for you.
For me, yes. Because you know when you guys dream, you don't realize you're in a dream. Everything feels
Yeah.
real, even if things are off. Like, this isn't my house, but in your dream, it's your house, right?
Yep.
That's not my friend or neighbor, but in your dream, that's your friend.
I don't have a silver dome curtain.
Exactly. Like, in your dream, this is real.
Yeah.
I wasn't planning on going to Australia.
My house is 7 stories tall.
This felt real, and I woke up and I was like, thank goodness, because I thought this was real.
And this has been a possibility that's been talked about.
Oh yeah, it's very possible.
Okay.
More possible than most, I think. Don't you think? When I told you this is.
I don't know. I
feel like-
still don't think this is going to happen.
I don't think. I can't even say that anymore. I feel like if we put 7 names out there, we would get votes. This is how crazy this number 2 pick is this year for the
Yeah, it
Lions.
is.
If you put like 7 different names, none of them would get 0%.
It's like Jordan Davis, Trayvon Walker, Kayvon Thibodeau, Kyle Hamilton, Malik Willis,
Drake London.
Drake London.
I'm just saying you'd get votes.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying.
By the end of the
And the 7th name is the one that had you going, oh crap.
No, it was one of the names you mentioned
Oh.
already.
Go ahead, tell us who it was.
It's Kyle Hamilton.
He does not like Kyle.
I don't like Kyle Hamilton. I don't like him at 2. Let me be specific. I do not like Kyle Hamilton at 2.
Is it because of the history of the position that nobody drafts one at 2? Is that it?
That's partially. It's positional value, more than anything, and kind of like when I don't like tight ends in top 10 picks either.
Right.
You know, it's positional
I
value.
don't like tight ends in top 10.
Yeah, Kyle Hamilton. You could say 4.56, 4.59. It scares me, man. I do not. I don't want Kyle Hamilton at 2. I was pissed. I was honestly kind of pissed because I thought it was real. I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
It's the 40 time. It's, you know what? It's the Tease Tabor syndrome.
Oh, that hurts us.
Kyle Hamilton
But you woke up.
checks all the boxes on film, though.
You woke up and were like, thank God.
I didn't know I would feel this strongly about it till my dream. Before I'm like, all right, I don't want Kyle Hamilton. But now that I dreamt it, I was like, actually, it was kind of
You
angry.
feel that strongly about it because what you really want is Drake London at 2.
That's what you want.
I did that on purpose, by the way. I'd rather have Drake London at 2 than between the 2. I'm a son of
Right.
Thibodeau bandwagon.
Let me
but
give you one more. Kyle Hamilton or Malik Willis at 2.
Malik Willis.
Okay. Fair enough.
I'm trying to think of what position if they drafted there or what player would I just go, oh,
Like,
God,
you would be
no.
pissed, right?
Right. And who's the player that I would be, no. I don't know if, because I'm thinking like, okay, defensive lineman. Yeah, we need defensive linemen. I get it.
Okay. So you'd be even like, I could sell you on Drake London at 2.
Yeah,
Okay.
because
What
as
about
a fan, I want to be excited about something. And if they get a shiny new toy, like an offensive weapon, a wide receiver, and the top receiver in the draft, I know that when the season starts, I'd be excited to see it. Just like Malik Willis. Now, unfortunately, Malik Willis, season starts, he's not going to get a chance to play, so it's going to be a whole bunch of angst until he gets that opportunity.
What about Garrett Wilson at 2? Would you be like,
I like Garrett Wilson
Really?
a lot. It would be the same type of thing. Now, I don't want him at 2, but if that's what they chose, I'd bitch about it on draft day. I'd bitch about it for months after, and then the season starts, and I'm like, can't wait to see Wilson play.
At the end of the day, there is a whole bunch of guys that they could take that we'd be like, whoa.
If they took Sauce Gardner at 2,
I'd be pretty shocked. But that would tell me they have evaluated Jeff Okudah and they think he's safe.
you know who should be most pissed if you dreamt this? Would be Doug. Because you have Lewis Cine as your number 1 safety. Because that would make complete.
Dude, I didn't dream it. I didn't dream
not
it.
yet.
Not yet, exactly. I'm trying to put the vibes over there.
I'm trying to remember what I dreamt last night, but it was not a Kyle Hamilton dream, I'll tell you that.
Anything draft related?
I haven't had a draft dream in a long time.
You're due.
Yeah.
You're due.
I am due. 248-539-9797. 97 won the ticket.
Hey, get your lawn in order. Seriously. Right now, look at it. It's time. It's time to give the folks over at Natural Way a call so you can get a green, lush lawn all summer long. Right now, springtime is perfect time to get things done. Give them a call at 888-GET-GREEN or go to naturalwaylawn.com. For a limited time only, you purchase a full lawn program and you get free grub control Free surface insect control, but you got to mention my name, Gator, and the station's 97.1 The Ticket. You can save some green when you prepay. Call by the end of the month, you get the early bird discount. Hey, it's March 25th. We've got a week left before the end of the month, so you want to get that done right now. Everyone hates to see crabgrass. Well, that first application is absolutely the most important for crabgrass control, so get on the schedule and call Natural Way right now. They're going to bring out a certified applicator, an arborist that's custom tailor a solution specifically for your yard and your home. This is the company that's been locally owned for over 30 years. They offer the 100% satisfaction guarantee. The company I've been using for years. I love Natural Way. Give them a call today, 888-GET-GREEN, or go to naturalwaylawn.com.
The Motor City Hot Tub and Swim Spa Show is going on right now. Come in and check out the region's largest inventory with multiple brands to choose from. Factory reps will be on hand to guarantee the lowest prices and 0% finance options. 7575 Highland Road next to MJR Theater in Waterford.
This is Andrew Bogish with an Odyssey Sports Minute. I was wrong about Gonzaga, Arizona, and Texas Tech last night. I'll probably be wrong at least once tonight. So a quick thank you to the only team in the men's bracket that has made me look smart, the Miami Hurricanes. I knew they'd beat USC. I thought they'd beat Auburn, but they probably don't want my endorsement tonight based on everything else. I'm Andrew Bogish.
Every man wants a winning team to root for, time to enjoy life, and the right partner to heat things up behind closed doors. Blue Chew gives you the confidence you need to enjoy that last one, with chewables that contain the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis at just a fraction of the price. Get the confidence you need without the hassle of going to a doctor's office or the risk of making your private business public at the pharmacy. And the chewables from Blue Chew ship directly to your door in discreet packaging. It's easy. Go to BlueChew.com. Meet online with a licensed medical provider. And if you're approved, get a free month supply of chewables from Blue Chew for just $5 shipping when you use the promo code SPORTS. Guys, you got this. Now get it. BlueChew.com, promo code SPORTS. Visit BlueChew.com for important safety information. Visit BlueChew.com and use the promo code SPORTS.
BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks. You've heard of them. They're unleashing the spirit of Las Vegas with BetMGM rewards. Every time you make a wager at BetMGM, you earn BetMGM rewards points. And what you do with them, you redeem them for online bonus credits like free bets. If you're planning a trip to Vegas, you can convert those points into rewards points that you can use towards dining, shows, hotel rooms, all at over 20 MGM resorts located on the Strip and nationwide. BetMGM Rewards, it's sports betting's premier loyalty program. If you're going to bet, you might as well get some bonuses out of it. Features exclusive offers, incredible experiences, and valuable perks. When you wager on the BetMGM app, that's how you get involved. Sign up today with BetMGM or log on and get an even bigger piece of the action with BetMGM Rewards. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. Must be 21 and up, Michigan only. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help. Excludes Michigan disassociated persons.
Hi, Matt Darko here with Bill Brown Ford in Livonia. Buying or leasing a vehicle these days has changed quite a bit, but our team is here to help you through the process. One of our inventory specialists will help you custom order your Ford vehicle just the way you want it. Don't wait any longer. Let our experts at Bill Brown Ford help you get started today. Stop by the dealership on Plymouth Road in Livonia or visit us online at BillBrownFord.com. Just one more reason why you'll do better at Bill Brown Ford.
Get the latest sports news and inside information about Michigan and Michigan State on the 5 Star Zone with Rico Beard. Download it today on the Odyssey app.
Question for you.
Yeah.
I know you suffered through it last night, but let me ask you, is there any chance that Paolo Banchero is winning you over as a future Piston?
Yeah. No, I have a problem with the players. It's the damn coach. Like I said, look, I bought into Plum Dog.
Yeah.
I'm a big
but
Corey Maggette fan.
But I'm not saying like you're holding against him because he's Duke. Right?
No, I don't hold against players.
Is he starting to look like a guy you'd be okay with the Pistons?
Yeah. I'd like to see him shoot a little more on the outside to really buy into him to see what that 3-point shot looks like from him. Look, Duke, they're all stars. It's Roach's speed is enticing. How
He's hit
quickly
some
he can
huge
just
shots in this
get right
tournament,
through and he
hasn't he?
knocks him down too. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of guys to like on Duke. The coach is not one of them.
Kang, what about you? Is Boncaro winning you over?
I'm not sure on him yet. He's obviously a really good college player and prospect. I'm not sure if he can do like bully ball in the NBA against NBA players. Obviously, he's still young, gets stronger, work on his moves. He's got great moves already. But I'm with you, Gator. I think he's got to show that he can shoot a perimeter shot. Not necessarily a three-pointer. A three-pointer would help, but at least you got to take your man outside the paint. I'm still on the Chet Holmgren or Jaden Ivey bandwagon. One of those two guys is the guys I want for the Pistons. But
as more time goes by, the more the whole elite player thing we talk about with the Lions. I really hope the Pistons get one of the top 4 picks. If I was told you didn't get number 1, but you got one of the top 4, I'd be okay. I'll take it.
Yeah, and I agree with you. And is it wrong that I want to make sure that one of the picks that goes before the Pistons draft is Chet Holmgren?
Well, that tells
you don't
me
like him?
That tells me no. That tells me you don't agree. You want one of the top 3 picks.
Well, it's that I'm sure he's going to be good. There's something about him.
We know what it is. It's that he looks like you could fax him from arena to arena.
Well, there is that. That's probably that. He looks awkward out there. Like, Kevin Durant is thin, right? We know this, right? But Kevin Durant just did not look as thin as this guy.
The code
Is it
1655.
because he's just like a little, like a hunchback a little bit?
Maybe a little. He's got a little hunch to him, right?
Yep. Now, I would take it. I'm
not saying I wouldn't take him. I'm saying I kind of would rather.
So you'd be comfortable
Somebody
with the
make the
top
decision
3
for me.
picks. I'd be comfortable with the top 4 picks. Kang, what about you?
probably top 3.
Okay. Who's the odd man out?
Well,
Ivy, Holmgren, Banchero, and
Jabari Smith.
Smith.
Yeah.
Paulo.
Oh, he's the odd man out.
Yeah, I like Jabari Smith better.
Okay. See, the thing about Paulo is he's got that man amongst boys. Like, he looks like a pro playing the college game right now, but when it's men against men, is he going to be able to get to the rim as easily as he does in the NBA?
Well, that's what I worry too, but
That's a legitimate concern. 248-539-9797. Let's get back to your open line calls. James is next. What's up, James?